Tennessee basketball. There's something magic about the Big Orange, the cheerleaders, the pride of the Southland pep band, capacity crowds at home and on the road, national recognition for players and for the team, and the giant team through which the seniors of 1980 make their final appearance. First out, Reggie Johnson, second leading all-time career scorer for the Volunteers, All-American, 4-year starter, a standing ovation that goes on and on and on. Senior Mike Stapleton from Salem, Ohio. Senior Chuck Threets, Lackawanna, New York, outstanding defensive and rebounding player. Ralph Harton, who came to the University of Tennessee as a walk-on, earned a scholarship in his senior year, became an outstanding member of this basketball team. And point guard Bert Bertelkamp, 3-year starter, a senior from Knoxville, Tennessee. The goal of every college basketball team is to reach the NCAA championship tournament. For the second straight year, and for the fourth time in 5 years, Tennessee achieves that goal, playing in Greensboro, North Carolina in the first round against the champions of the Southern Conference, Furman. Tennessee with the ball to Reggie Johnson, spinning jumper, good. Tennessee grabs the lead 4-2 over Furman. Tennessee in its man-to-man defense, Furman in purple, champions of the Southern Conference, working against the defense that's very stingy. And here's the steal as Steve Ray comes up with the basketball. Full court pass goes. Gary Carter drives for a layup. Goaltending ruled, and Tennessee has the lead over Furman. It's 6-2, Tennessee leading. The Volunteers again in possession. The bounce pass comes down low. There's the do-hand stuff. Good by Reggie Johnson. Tennessee now leads 8-2. We pick up action later in the first half as the Volunteers had the ball for the jump shot that is up and missed. They're fighting for Tennessee. Kevin Nash powers his way for the layup. Good on the rebound. Tennessee 16, Furman 15. Tennessee in white, Furman in purple. Furman again driving. Tennessee working hard on defense, a trademark of the teams of Coach Don DeBow. The jumper is up and missed, and Tennessee controls the board. It's Reggie Johnson to Gary Carter. Carter coming past the line. The long pass comes to Bertelkamp. Bertelkamp returns to Johnson. Johnson to Bertelkamp on the left side. Carter dances through, bounce pass low. Great move. Howard Wood driving, layup in front. Good by Wood. Tennessee goes on to win 80-69. The second round opponent, another conference champion. This one, Maryland in white, Tennessee in orange. Maryland champions of the Atlantic Coast Conference. Tennessee with the ball, spinning shot. Good, Reggie Johnson. Tennessee leads Maryland by a score of 2-0. The Terrapins come against Tennessee's man-to-man defensive pressure. Great individual stars on the Maryland team. Outstanding record in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Playing in an Atlantic Coast Conference arena, the Greensboro Coliseum, in the heart of Atlantic Coast Conference basketball. Tennessee battling against the Maryland team, and there's the jump shot from outside by Albert King. It's missed. Alertly there to save for Tennessee, and the rebound is Gary Carter. Carter, a sophomore in front court to Bertelkamp. On the left side goes the pass to Ray. Ray to Carter. Tennessee trying to free Johnson inside. Pressure allowed. Now the pass comes to Ray. Here's Johnson popping free for the spinning 10-foot jumper. Good! Tennessee's lead is 4-0 over Maryland as Reggie Johnson, most valuable player in this Eastern Regional Basketball Tournament, gets Tennessee 4 straight points. But then coming back to jump, shoot, and score, Albert King of Maryland. Tennessee has the ball working against Maryland. The Volunteers played 17 different teams in regular season play, 10 of which got to postseason tournaments, 7 of those in the NCAA championships. One of the nation's toughest schedules. Pass goes inside. Johnson spinning jumper. This one is missed. One tip missed. Second tip missed. There's Threets for the jumper. It's missed. Rebound taken off by Graham of Maryland. Maryland trails 4-2. The Terrapins have the ball. Igniting their fast break. It's shut down as the pass comes to Graham. Here's the jump shot off the screen by King. Good by Graham. Score tied 4-4. Tennessee led at halftime 40-32. Maryland came from behind to win the basketball game, but here you see the alertness of Gary Carter. Watch this move. Watch this drive. Watch this shot as Tennessee takes the lead. But Maryland wins. Now it goes back to pre-conference activity as Tennessee plays against Louisville, another conference champion of the Metro 7. Tennessee's Kevin Nash gives the Volunteers a 3-point lead early in the basketball game. But Louisville, which has one of the nation's outstanding players in Darrell Griffith at guard, gets the ball to McCray, and the jumper by McCray is good. The score is now 3-2, Tennessee leading Louisville at Stokely Center in Knoxville. The Volunteers playing one of the nation's toughest schedules, many conference champions on the schedule, and Tennessee has the ball with Carter. Carter in the corner looking inside to Reggie Johnson. There's the bounce pass to Johnson with the reverse pivot and the drive. Good! Tennessee leads 5-2. Fine assist from Gary Carter. Tennessee in its defensive alignment. Louisville with the ball. Driving, shut down. Watch the defensive pressure inside by Tennessee. Cutting off the lane. Pass inside, lost out of bounds. Defensive pressure from the rear that time by Nash. Tennessee the other way with a 3-point lead against Louisville. Carter, bounce, Johnson, layup, good. Again, Tennessee beats Louisville low as Johnson gives the Volunteers a lead of 7-2. Louisville in the top 10 when this game was played in December. Jumper is up by Eves. This shot is missed. The rebound tipped, saved by Reggie Johnson. Given to Carter. Carter for the Volunteers down the left side. Looks for daylight. Backs out. Pass comes to Ray for the jump shot. 18-footer, good by Ray. Tennessee 9 and Louisville 2. Tennessee led during the first half of the game, but Louisville closed and won on a last-second shot to win by 2 points. Here's the shot by Louisville, missed, tipped, no good. This is Eves on the layup, good. Louisville, as we said, goes on to win by 2 points. Tournament time comes for the Volunteers. First, of course, it will be the Volunteer Classic, and the Volunteers win the Classic. Tennessee winning over another NCAA representative, Arizona State, in the championship game. After winning the Volunteer Classic, Tennessee goes to sunny San Diego, California, mixing practice for the Cabrillo Classic at the San Diego Sports Arena with sightseeing tours, the San Diego Zoo, the famous San Diego Harbor, and the excitement of SeaWorld. Holiday tournaments have been an important part of Tennessee national basketball tradition. In the past decade, Tennessee has played in Hawaii, New Orleans, San Francisco, Florida, Las Vegas, Arizona, even Europe, in Spain at Madrid. A chance for players and coaches to enjoy famous sights and friendship off the court, as well as top-notch competition on the court, as the Volunteers play Big Ten champion Indiana in the Cabrillo Classic. Our floor camera shows you the Volunteers in orange against Indiana in white early in the basketball game, as the Vols work against the man-to-man of Coach Bobby Knight's Indiana Hoosiers. And this is the spinning jumper that is up and missed, but Howard Wood is there to tip it back through for Tennessee, and the Volunteers lead the Hoosiers by a score of 2-0. The pass this time comes to Gary Carter for the jumper, and Tennessee's lead is 4-3. Again, as Coach Don DeVoe gets up to signal the play works perfectly as the bounce pass comes on the inbound speed to Steve Ray for the layup. Tennessee leads Indiana 7-6. This is Howard Wood on a jumper as the Volunteers lead, but Indiana goes on to win on a last-second shot over Tennessee, 70-68. Now it's Southeastern Conference play, and this, the triple overtime thriller between the Volunteers of Tennessee and Alabama. Tennessee's Ralph Parton running the basketball team. Makes the drive, makes the bounce, makes the pass to Wood, who goes for the two-hand dunk. And Tennessee leads Alabama in the third overtime of this game. That was Wood giving Tennessee a 77-74 lead, but Alabama comes the other way. Tennessee almost comes with a steal, but Alabama alertly saves the ball. Alabama putting up the jumper that is missed, but it's deflected over to Johnson, and Johnson puts it back up there. This one is good. It's a one-point game. Tennessee leads by 1 point, and here comes Alabama with quickness of hands in the steal, and the pass for Alabama goes down low for the shot, knocked out of bounds, and Alabama gets it under its own basket. The Tide trails by 1 in triple overtime. Davis drives for a layup. It's no good, but there's the tip by Phillips, and Alabama leads Tennessee with 22 seconds to go in the basketball game, 78-77. The seconds are ticking away. The crowd is standing and cheering. Tennessee calmly brings the ball, sets up the play. The bounce pass to Wood. The jump shot is up. The shot missed. But there's Reggie Johnson for the layup. Good! And Tennessee beats Alabama 79-78 in triple overtime. The crowd goes wild. So do the players, and so do the coaches, as Tennessee wins its second SEC game of the year. There's something special about Southeastern Conference play, particularly when Tennessee plays Kentucky. The Volunteers had won 3 straight games over the Wildcats of Kentucky, had won 8 out of the last 10. And this one in Knoxville opens with Kevin Nash tying the score at 2-2. Nash with that wheeling jumper, and Tennessee goes on defense against Kentucky. Macy to Scheidler. Back to Scheidler driving, but he's called for traveling before he gets that shot away, and Tennessee picks up possession early in the game. Sold out Stokely Athletic Center. Tennessee with the ball. This is Ray for the jump shot. No good, but Ray was fouled by Cowan as he got the shot away. He'll go to the line to attempt 2 free throws, the first of which is good. Tennessee in early season play wins 7 straight Southeastern Conference games, and much of it comes at the free throw line as the Volunteers hit over 75%. Here's Kentucky with the ball, and Tennessee putting on that full court pressure. Scheidler breaks it. In front court it goes for the jump shot from the corner by Cowan. It's no good. Rebound flicked out of bounds. Touch last by number 52, Levon Williams. Tennessee has the ball against heavily favored Kentucky. Kentucky had just won over Notre Dame the week before, and this was an important game for the Wildcats and for the Volunteers as Kevin Nash guns up a left-hand jumper. Good! Tennessee leads Kentucky. Decided underdogs, Tennessee taking the battle to the Cats, leading 6-2. Kentucky with it. Set their offense against Tennessee's man-to-man. Bounce pass low, Sam Bowie, the freshman, under for the layup shot. It's no good. It's tipped no good, and Tennessee gets the rebound by Carter. Carter for the Vols, coming in front court, looking for daylight. Bounces the ball and will set up the half-court game. The pass comes to Bertelkamp. On the right wing will be Wood. Sliding out goes Ray. Inside it goes with the spinning shot. The shot is no good, but it's knocked out of bounds by Kentucky, and Tennessee's going to get the ball under its own basket. The Volunteers leading by a score of 6-2. Bertelkamp for Tennessee against the zone defense. A 1-3-1. It's stolen by Kentucky to Macy. Macy down the left side, sees daylight, drives all the way through. He misses the shot. It's tipped no good, and Tennessee gets the rebound with Bertelkamp. Bertelkamp to Carter. Carter on the right side. Layup by Ray. It's good, and he was fouled. Tennessee scores 9 straight points to grab a 9-2 lead, holds on to beat Kentucky by a score of 49-47. Now it's Tennessee playing Florida late in the season. Tennessee goes inside to Reggie Johnson. Johnson, already the second leading scorer in Tennessee basketball history, explodes in this game, his 4th straight point, and Tennessee in the second half leads by a score of 57-41. Florida the other way, misses the shot. Here comes Ralph Parton out of there for Tennessee on a fast break feed. It goes to Johnson driving for the layup. Good! And he was fouled. Johnson has scored 6 straight points. He scored a record-setting 43 points in this basketball game for the Volunteers. Tennessee with a lob across the zone. It goes for Johnson's layup. Good on the weak side. Other people scoring for Tennessee as well. Here's a jumper by Howard Wood. Good against Florida. Once more Tennessee on offense. This will be the jump shot by Gary Carter. Good! And once more Tennessee on offense as the pass comes to Johnson, making a move for the jump shot. This one is missed, but it's tipped back through by Chuck Freak as Tennessee goes on to win 100-76 over Florida. To Nashville and the game with the Vanderbilt Commodores. Great play by Dale Ellis, who was named to the All-Southeastern Conference freshman team. The 3rd straight year Tennessee has had a player on that team. As the Vols come in front court, Bert Bertelkamp guns up a 20-foot jumper that is good, and Vanderbilt fouls inside, so Tennessee's Howard Wood goes to the line. The score was 31-26, 31-28, now 31-30 on 2 free throws made by Howard Wood. Vanderbilt with the ball. Tennessee active on defense, trailed by as much as 11 points in the first half of this game. They've cut it down now to only 1 point near the end of the first half. Vanderbilt trying to get the ball inside. Tennessee's defense working hard. Here's the steal. Tennessee with the ball. This is Ellis coming past the line. Trailing out behind will come for Tennessee Bertelkamp. On the left side, Carter drives, stops, jumps, shoots. The shot, good, and Tennessee grabs the lead by a score of 32-31. The Vols go on to win the game, the 4th straight triumph over Vanderbilt, as Tennessee has swept the season series 2 years in a row. Now it's Tennessee against Mississippi State. After the missed shot, it's Kevin Nash on the rebound as the junior 6'10 player knocks it back home, and Tennessee's lead in the first half hit 24-18. Mississippi State misses the shot. Tennessee gets the rebound. Long pass comes to Gary Carter, shovels it back to a trailer. It was Ellis, back to Carter. Watch this move. Drive, stop, layup, good, and he was fouled. Gary Carter, sophomore from Johnson City, Tennessee, and Tennessee leads by a score of 26-18. Now Mississippi State's got the ball. The pass across the zone, bounce pass low, defense by Tennessee deflects the ball off the knee of Ricky Brown out of bounds, and so Tennessee's defense gives the Vols another possession. Tennessee comes in front court with the ball, working it to the left side. This will be Carter. Under to Ellis for the jumper by the freshman. That is good. Ellis scores, and Tennessee goes on to win over Mississippi State, clinching third place in the Southeastern Conference. The fans are there, capacity crowds at home and on the road. Tennessee players are well known as students, successful in professional sports, in business and coaching as well. Tennessee basketball. Its past is bright. Its future is brighter. Coach Don DeVoe of the Volunteers.
The 1979-80 basketball season was one of the finest ever in the University of Tennessee basketball history. It was a year where we played some of the toughest people in America. We played teams throughout the nation. We played some of the great teams from the Pac-10. We played teams from the Big Ten. We even played some teams from the Big East Conference. It was a year where we really truly played some of the best and finest basketball clubs throughout the United States. It was a year where we truly excelled. We had great team play. We had great team harmony throughout the season. It was a year where we continued the great winning tradition of the University of Tennessee basketball teams. In 18 years, the University of Tennessee's basketball team has finished third or higher on 17 occasions. And of course, under my tenure at the University of Tennessee, in my 2 years, our teams have advanced to the NCAA tournament and won games and advanced to the second round. And perhaps our greatest achievement is the fact that against the University of Kentucky, we've been able to win the last 4 out of 5 games. Without a doubt, the future for the University of Tennessee basketball program is great. We've got a promise of a new basketball arena to be built here in Knoxville that will seat 20,000. And of course, the schedule in the future will again be one of the toughest in the nation. University of Tennessee basketball has a lot to look forward to.